Fellow entrepreneurs, welcome to Sink or Swim. My name is Badran.
Hi guys, I'm Constantinescu.
And today we're going to talk about the 5 things that are going to set you apart as a shark from the other fishies. Yes, you heard it. The 5 characteristics of work ethic. Enjoy the video, guys. One of the things you never want to ignore when you're first starting your business as an entrepreneur is work ethic. See, work ethic, in my opinion, is what separates the fishies from the sharks. If you have good work ethic, you're pretty much halfway there to success. With that being said, let's dive right in, guys.
Point number 1, having the now mentality. This is so crucial because we all do the same mistakes usually. We all tell each other we're gonna do something later, and all it happens is a snowball effect. Fact is, most of the time, those to-do lists become so big that we never end up doing. It's like overwhelming at some point.
Good work ethic sometimes comes from making your bed in the morning, or simply just washing your car or washing your girlfriend or boyfriend's car sometimes. Just count to 1, 2, 3 and just jump right into it. If you don't, mentally speaking, you'll just keep deflecting up until it compounds, like you said.
Yeah, but it's about saying if you said you're gonna do something, you have to do it. Because the only person that you lie to as an entrepreneur is yourself.
Exactly.
You have nothing else to prove. If you tell yourself you have this to do today, do it.
Exactly. If you wanna, sometimes we look at a phone call list. It's so easy to say I'll call those people later, and it's so easy to invent excuses as to why I don't want to do it right this second. I think the quicker you do it, the quicker you get into the habit of doing things now, the better it will serve you future on in the life.
I have a trick for you guys. It's something I use honestly. Is if during a specific day there are 10 tasks, make sure that the hardest ones, the one that you don't want to do, are the first things that you do. It's gonna basically remove that weight from your shoulder, and you'll be able to go on with your day in such a manner that you'll be good to go for the rest of the day.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah. So point number 2, let's talk about consistency and predictability. They might sound a bit obvious for most of you, but as simple as they are the most effective ones. See, one of the entrepreneurs that I admire the most used to have a schedule. Even though he didn't have a boss, he would be so predictable during his day. So he would walk in every day at 8 and would always finish around 8 at night. But he would always do it. He would have the same coffee cup, the same morning hellos. He would have the same routine in his head. Obviously, there were days that he would be not present because he would have his client meetings, but he was predictable. And when I asked him why he does that, he said that if he has that structure in his head and he remains consistent at it, it becomes much easier for him to just execute tasks all day long. Don't you agree?
It's one less thing to think about.
Exactly.
If you know that you do the same thing every day in that order, you know that you don't have to stress about how things are gonna happen.
Exactly.
You just have to repeat. And I know it sounds crazy because we're not robots, but a routine, it's the key thing in having a consistent mind.
So most people will wonder, isn't the entrepreneurship life all about escaping the routine and 9 to 5 routine that you have? Entrepreneurship for most is a very, very routine life. Because there's nobody above you or monitoring you, you need to be able to control and monitor yourself. Because nobody's gonna come and slap you on your wrist every time you make a mistake or you show up late.
Yeah.
So you have to have that system in place for yourself and remain consistent at it by all means necessary.
It's even worse than not having a boss. Because at the end of the day, everything you do impacts you and your business and not someone else's business. So it's even worse at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Point number 3, cut distraction and absolute focus. I know this is easier said than done. In 2020, we have our phone on us almost 24/7. Our friends, our family, our colleagues are on us 24/7 almost. But there's something you could do. You can learn how to deal with that while being productive at work, while being productive in your business. It's not about eliminating that from your life. It's about knowing when is the time to focus and when is the time to deal with friends and family and social media or whatever that the distraction is.
Exactly. So how many times you walk into your office and you see your colleagues, they're Instagramming all their friends the whole time, and some people will come and tell you, but you know what, I'm working hard, I'm at the office from 9 to 9 every day, but if you do the math and you spend 6 hours of that day wasting time going to the cafeteria, chit-chatting, talking with your colleagues, I don't call that hard work. I don't call that even smart work, to be honest with you. You're your own boss as an entrepreneur, so nobody's gonna tap you on your wrist. If you're talking too much to your friends, nobody's gonna come and tell you what are you doing, because this is your business. And that's the worst part. You have to have that system imprinted within you. You're there on a mission to make as much money as possible. So if you know that your cell phone or your colleagues might be a bit of a distraction, first of all, take your phone, open the drawer, put it in there, close it. You know you're there for the next 5 hours. You need to focus.
Yeah.
Your colleagues, if they come talk to you, I'm not telling you to be an ass to them, but tell them that you're here for the next few hours and you're very busy, and you will be able to talk to them as soon as you finish the task on hand. So that's my advice, to be honest, and it's so easy to fall into that trap of wanting to talk and wanting to listen to them nag and complain, and your phone that's vibrating, going all over the place. So I guess
at the end of the day, you are your worst enemy. By doing this, by doing everything you've said people are doing, you're hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself more than you're hurting anybody else, because your business is taking that hit. Not you, not your colleagues, it's the business. So let them do whatever they have to do. Actually, I'm happy when I see my competitors on Snapchat or on Instagram. I'm actually happy, because at the end of the day, I know what I need to do. I know what needs to be done in that specific day, in that specific week, and the rest for me is irrelevant.
Exactly. It takes a lot of discipline, but once you have it, it becomes very gratifying.
Yeah.
Brings us to point number 4, which is one of the simplest one, and everybody should have, in my opinion, a goddamn to-do list. You see, your phone might vibrate 6 times in a day. You might have your clients calling you, emailing you. You might have to even pick up something on your way back home for your wife or your husband, whatever it may be. Have a damn to-do list. If you don't have a pen and paper, put it on your phone. If you don't have a phone, put it on a pen and paper, right? So by having a to-do list, you feel more accomplished every time you tick one of the things that you've accomplished for the day. It's the small victories. I believe in small victories, and every time personally, when I tick off one of the elements that I have on my list, I feel very proud of myself that I got this accomplished, and I prepare myself for the new tasks that are gonna come on hand and not let them compound on that list. So that's my advice. Keep a to-do list for you. I know that you keep a to-do list.
Yeah, I mean, the to-do list for me, it's like a basic thing in my business. I've been doing it for years and years. Yeah. And it's more than just having a to-do list. It's having the structure that the to-do list gives you. Because I know that if I have that to-do list to do, I won't finish my day. I won't leave the office. I won't leave my environment of work until they are done. It's like key for me. And I think many entrepreneurs should take that to a T.
Exactly.
Point number 5, do not, and I repeat, do not be a perfectionist. I know it's easier said than done again, but at the beginning of the business, you have to learn to accept things that are not perfect. Your business plan may not be perfect, your website may not be perfect, and you may not be perfect, and it's completely acceptable, because at the end of the day, you will never reach perfection. So learn to accept it very early in the business, and it's gonna help you very much in the long run.
Exactly, and I believe that as an entrepreneur, you never achieve that perfection. I know personally 70-year-old men that are constantly trying to learn new things and perfect their art, whether by taking courses or reading books on selling, negotiating, new social media or marketing. So what that tells me, it sends me a very broad message, which is you are never gonna achieve perfection in business. You're always gonna be a student of entrepreneurship, and most importantly, you're always gonna be a student of life. What you should be focused on is perfecting the small tasks that you do that will complete the portrait of you being a successful entrepreneur. But don't ever let perfection stop you from jumping in and being that guy that just sits around and trying to find, calculating every step and making sure that, I cannot call this client unless my speech is good. I cannot call this person because my call list is not on point. Just dive right in and just jump in, guys.
Drop this kind of mentality, because in business, the search of perfection is what kills most businesses. In the more general term, the search of perfection is what kills progress.
Exactly. And plus, at the end of the day, when you're searching for perfection, it's like chasing a ghost. They're both not there and you're never gonna catch them.
Yeah.
So there you have it, folks. You now know the 5 things that are gonna set you apart as a shark from the other fishies. With your brand new work ethic, hopefully you'll be on your way to becoming the most successful version of yourself possible.
Thanks again for watching, guys. If you like the content, share it with your friends and family. Give us a thumbs up, share our page, and don't forget to hit the bell to get notified of our next video.
Hope to catch you guys very soon.
Take care.